Bear Bets podcast is here for the final time during the 2024-2025 football season. 2024 football season ending today in Super Bowl 59 here in New Orleans. I'm your host, the Bear, Chris Fallica, joined as always by my man, Geoff Schwartz. Appreciate everybody for hopping here on social media to check us out for the next however long it is. Maybe half hour, maybe more, maybe less, whatever. But we're gonna go. We're gonna sum up the day, and we're gonna show you how to make some money. We got some bets. We're gonna lay it out, and how we doing?
So we have $100 to spend
each.
All right. So if you're looking for last-minute wagers, we got you covered. $100 to spend. We're gonna break down our wagers for today. How much we're spending each wager. I have a fun parlay for us, and then the loser, based off a unit size, yes. Right? Because you have a big
ROI. It's an ROI contest.
So you could go
exactly
like over, but win your MVP.
Correct. That's the goal.
Pay for dinner
Hope
tonight
so.
And wear a bear suit. But I want to wear the bear suit though, so maybe I can win and wear the bear suit. We could both wear the bear suit. I don't know, but that's how
I'll let you wear the bear suit.
If you're looking for just like last-second wagers on Sunday morning, Super Bowl Sunday. Big game, big game Sunday.
Yeah, that's right. No. We are the broadcaster.
So we can say Super Bowl.
We're allowed to say Super Bowl.
Super Bowl Sunday.
We're good.
We got you covered. I believe I have 6. I have 7. You have 6. So
yeah,
we got you covered all separate ways. $100 to spend.
Yeah. And again,
we're gonna do it fun.
And again, yeah, we'll give their suggested dollar amount of the $100 and just extrapolate it out based on your budget. We got 100, so if we have a $30 bet or a $20 bet, it's basically 30% of your bankroll or 20% of your bankroll, whatever it might be. But yeah, we'll lay it out and try and make it nice and easy. And numbers hopefully haven't moved too much.
Or you could put all of it on the Chiefs. All on the Chiefs. You'd be fine doing that.
Of course you would.
I've said this all week, Bear. We're doing Patrick Mahomes over 36 pass attempts. The way this game is going to go, it is going to be a throw fest for the Chiefs because they cannot run the football in this game. I still feel good about that today. Felt about good all week. So we have over 36 pass attempts. Patrick Mahomes on my board here. And it's minus 130 because there's numbers between 35.5 and 36.5. I'm in the middle. $12 of my 100 goes to that one. But I've kind of varied, obviously. I think you did as well. Important to wait. That's a middle-sized unit for what my board's going to be. So Mahomes throws the ball a lot, and the Chiefs hopefully get a lot of points on that.
Yeah, you can actually just extrapolate it percentage-wise based on what your budget is. So that's like almost 10% of his budget on that one bet. So just kind of figure it out if you're betting $100, $10, whatever it might be, and make sure you're following along here. We'll be streaming here all afternoon. You're on
yes.
The interesting thing with the Mahomes pass attempts, I think, is people need to remember like those little bubble.
Yeah,
those are pass attempts.
Those pass attempts.
So you get a couple of cheap ones.
Obviously, shovel pass is a pass attempt. It's a shovel, right? And then I just think they use like the quick game. Like they took you got the ball quick in the slot. We know with the Eagles' sort of zone structure as well. There's a place to kind of pop in and get quick completion. So I think we just get a lot of attempts, man. I think that's going to happen a lot.
And then that goes along with kind of what your school thought is with a little higher scoring game. You like Mahomes over on a passing attempt for the game. I'm going Mahomes with my first bet too, but I am going first rushing attempt over 4.5 yards. And I think the way that I see this playing out, nothing's 110 anymore. You always got to go. You're always paying a little bit more juice. All these sports books, they kind of dangle you by the scruff of your neck and can control you. But I just think like the one thing that a defensive coordinator can't really prepare for is a quarterback scramble. As good as the Eagles are getting pressure and Fangio with the coverage that they have, 3rd and 6, everyone's covered. Mahomes takes off, gain of 7, first down, move the stick. So his ability to make something out of nothing, I think, is big. I would expect his first carry to go over 4.5 yards.
I like this one, Bear. Look, the way this works, of course, guys, you have to scour the sports books. Mm-hmm. Numbers do move,
right,
so
exactly.
when you hear it might be something different for some of these. But nonetheless, Bear, I like that because look, the Eagles don't spy. So when he runs, there's no one there, and maybe they will change the structure of how it is. Remember, the Mahomes' best quality when he runs, he's faster than the person who's chasing him.
Correct.
40 time might not be great, but no one catches him ever. So I like that. I'm going to tell you.
I'm a little worried though because for like the first time it feels like in forever, like we're not worried about like is Patrick Mahomes' ankle, is he okay? Like his ankle's probably okay now. right?
Probably, yeah. You get the fast Superdome turf too.
Exactly.
Yeah, get moving in that way. All right, my next one's gonna be correlated to my first one. I'm going Mahomes over yards for passing.
Boy, oh boy, what a way to start with this.
2.5.
We're all in. Overs. Yeah, books are going to love us.
I got some unders coming soon. So Mahomes over passing yards again. If I think he's going to throw the ball a bunch, I have to think he's going to have a lot of pass yards. I mean, that's the way it sort of has to work. So it's minus 123 here. The number is like 252.5, 252. I'm doing 12 on that one as well. So we're starting with some overs here. Mahomes, I'm correlating these together. A lot of my prop wagers for this game will tend to be correlated just because that's the way I wager on props, Bear. So we'll go Mahomes. It has to be Mahomes game. Chiefs, I don't think they're going to run the ball very well.
No. And that's kind of the boom or bust theory about a lot of these prop bets is if you're betting your props based on how you think the game is going to go,
the opposite happens.
If you're right, you're rolling in it.
Yes.
If you're wrong, then
on a bad day, and I have to wear a bear suit.
I'd love to see that. That'd be great.
I kind of do too. I don't want to lose, but I kind of want to wear the bear suit.
I want you to pay for dinner though. I can't pay for dinner after this morning. My second bet. We talked a little bit about you saying the Chiefs weren't going to be able to run the ball well. This is kind of one. It's out there. You got to look for it, but it's out there. Second bet, first holding penalty of the game to be called on the Chiefs.
Boo.
Well, Geoff, you and I are going to be watching the game later, and I'm going to be
15% on this.
Yes,
Bear?
Absolutely. I'm going to be Mr. Penalty Man as we watch. I want offensive line.
Where's the holding at?
I want offensive line penalties all day long. I want to wind you. I want to wind you up. But
it's probably the good bet.
I think the game theory of it is basically we're concerned about the Chiefs' offensive line blocking the Eagles. We think the Chiefs are going to throw the ball a little bit more. You're probably going to get a higher percentage chance of a penalty holding on a Chiefs offensive line and pass protection than an Eagles offensive line, probably more run blocking, right?
Can you bet on the actual linemen?
You might be able to. I couldn't where I found this, but
I'm going to bet.
George Taylor,
I love Trey Smith.
Okay,
he's going to get paid like $27 million after the season a year.
Yep.
I would think it's Trey.
Okay.
That's my guess.
There you go. Maybe that could be like a friendly side bet.
But I like Trey, though. I don't want to wager.
So do I.
Guessing if that's the case here. So we'll see. Great story, by the way. Good for Trey.
Yes.
All right. My next wager is going to be an under.
Love it. Perfect. Okay. There we go.
We talked about this a bunch this week. Saquon Barkley, right? And what he's going to do this week, what I think he's going to do in this game. And there is some concern about the Chiefs stopping Saquon Barkley. It's absolutely real, and they have to figure out a way to stop him. But his longest rush is 24.5 yards now, Bear. Okay, it's come down 1 yard, but normally this is about 17.5 to 19.
I hope they're 25.5. So more on that later.
It is a number that I'm just playing a number here, right? With the tackling the Chiefs do, least missed tackles in the NFL. I think that Saquon Barkley will be under 24.5. Oh, there we go, almost upside down for his longest rush of the game here. We're gonna do this at minus 145, and we're gonna put $10 on this one here. I'm going to take the Chiefs to tackle Saquon Barkley here under 25.5 for longest rush.
Well, Geoff, boy, your minds think alike. We talked about this all week on the pod about 25.5. We're out there, but we have the same exact bet. Barkley's longest rush under 24.5.
We move the market, Bear.
We are market movers.
We are market movers.
This is like my favorite bet of the day. We talked about all week long. 30% of my budget on this one bet.
Yeah.
So we got to hope to get this one home. We talked about like all week long, like the Chiefs have the lowest percentage of missed tackles.
Yes.
Like I think at least certainly early on they're going to be amped up to stop Barkley, and 25's a long run.
Again, this is very overinflated because of the last 3 weeks. So 78, 68, I think 60-yard touchdown runs. Chiefs again tackle really well. Safeties are really good. I might have a wager for that later. To capitalize on that.
That's what they call a tease.
So many
make sure you stay tuned in.
I can't keep kind of track of what I've given out. But I wrote that in my notebook. There's more. We keep adding to that. I'm going to add the Mahomes over rush as well. All right, let's get to my now fourth one here. Kelce over 6.5 receptions. We talked about this all week, guys. What he can do to this offense after a bye. Right in the postseason after a bye, 9 times in the Super Bowl era, at least 6 targets, at least 6 catches, and with the Eagles' defensive structure, a lot of too high zone, Bear. There's a spot in the middle of the field for Kelce. Mm-hmm. And also, because there might be some pressure on Mahomes, who does he find when he's pressured? he finds
87.
Travis Kelce. And I get plus money, plus 128, $15 here on this one. I need this one to hit for that plus money. So, again, Kelce over receptions. A lot of overs. I don't really like it, but
I was gonna say, Petey Public's gonna be liking you.
Yes, if this is a 13-10 game or 13-3, I'm in a lot of hurt.
You'll be with me in the half a penalty box.
Yes. Not great.
It's good to be working this week for free, by the way, after the weekend I have, especially on the pitch. Some big numbers that I laid that didn't get home. But next bet, talk about Saquon Barkley. I had the longest run under for the game. First rush, I'm also going under 4.5 yards. And again, I think early on in the game, and again, like we said, nothing's 110 anymore these days. I'm hoping this happens because instant gratification. Let's see. And the handoff to Barkley of the give, and he's stuffed up near the line for a gain of 2. Can we just start the game like that?
Was that your best Burkhardt?
Very bad Burkhardt.
Yeah. I can see it. Like
do your best Tom Brady. Do your best Tom Brady.
Like an inside zone.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a little handoff, tackle by Pinnell, 2.5 yards.
Perfect.
Cash that ticket for you, Bear.
Yeah, I was gonna say, do your Tom Brady analysis there.
I'm gonna save that one for Tom. Okay. I'll save all the good material for him. All right, Bear. My next one is gonna be under 6.5 punts.
Love it.
We talked about this again. I keep repeating myself all week on the pods. If you listen to this, I do not expect a lot of punts in this game. I think teams will move the football on the other defense. And then when they get over the 50, they're going for a 4th down. There's a lot of 4th down wagers that you can make as well as far as 4th down conversions. There's one, even when I saw one Bear, this minus 140 here, under 6.5 punts, $10 here. Bear, I even saw a couple that I think Will might have given one out too, but that I like. A 4th down conversion on the first drive of the game for the Eagles was like plus 850. The Chiefs was like plus, I think, 1100 on some faraway shops. Because if you move the ball into plus territory, right? So that means inside the 50-yard line, right? So you move the ball inside the 50. You're going to go for it on 4th down. Like, they're not going to punt the football, right? So I think that field goals might be high, punts are going to be low.
Do you think this is
4th down attempts high?
There's a school of thought out there that maybe Andy Reid in his Super Bowl won't be as risky on 4th down.
No, he's done it. He's done it since Mahomes got there. He's a different coach. He trusts Mahomes.
Good reason.
He goes for it on 4th down more, and they convert on 4th down a bunch. Like they're good at 4th down. They save the good plays for 4th down. Again, I think that they have to keep up. Like, both teams are going to feel like they have to keep up with each other because we both feel this way. The Eagles' offensive line is good. I think she's going to feel like they have to keep up during this game because the Eagles are going to score points.
Okay. We're with it. You got a punt prop. I got a punt prop. So
okay.
It's almost like we planned this out.
It's almost like we talked all week about the same thing. Yeah, and we're here now.
We're going. I'm going with Matt Arias to have a touchback. And finally, we got some nice plus money here on this. Again, find your and 10% on that. And the reason I'm going here is because these punters are idiots. And you watch these games, and you're like, just land the ball at like the 10-yard line or punt it out of bounds. But they get so damn cute, and they like, I'm going to try and punt it and land it at the 2 and spit it back and pin it right there. In there, on that surface, balls are going to be flying. Ball's going to hit the ground. They got to punt it right through the end zone. So these punters think they're so great that they can just hit that spot at the 2-yard line and spin it dead. I'm not trusting them. I'm not believing. You can get better price too on we can get around the same price on Braden Mann as well, but Arias to have a touchback and plus 225, I think that's because even if they're not at midfield, like if they're punting from their own 42, like he can easily reach the end zone and have it go in there.
He has a giant leg.
He does.
He might get a 70-yard touchback. And in the dome,
I'd like that.
Hit the turf, just boom, 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 rolls on it. All right. My next wager, Bear, I'm going to hit the total, but not like you. You went under this week. Under. I have highest scoring half, second half.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so talk about.
You had some good numbers on this before.
So the 3 Chiefs Super Bowl wins, 31 points in the second half of Miami in the first game against the 49ers, 44 points against the Eagles in 2022, and last year 34 points, including overtime in the second half. So the first halves tend to be a little bit lower scoring. Teams fill each other out. Highest scoring half here in this game, and minus 125. $10. I'll tell you what, Bear. These numbers are not moving in my direction for the juice this week. These numbers, and this one's nice.
Maybe people are listening to us, and that's why the numbers are moving in the wrong direction.
This one was 115 most of the week. This was not 145, but hey, man, $10 on that one. Highest scoring half, second half.
I'm looking up over your shoulder right now, and just as we're talking about betting, there was an ad on the Super Bowl. I'm not sure if it came in there. It was an ad for something. It said, "Winning is great, but losing is better." Not in our case. That is complete. In the case that they were talking about the ad, yes, but in our case, no.
I don't know when losing. I guess if Oregon would have lost the Big Ten championship game, that would have been better.
Yes, because they would have gotten a better. They would have had the Ohio State seed.
We would have had to play them like we could have lost to them later.
Right, exactly.
Yeah,
but no, in that sense, it was a weight loss.
Okay.
Spot.
Oh, that's good. Yeah,
losing weight is good. Something that after the football season now we can. My goal is to sweat it off next week, and when I'm sitting on the beach.
Good for you. I'm gonna be jealous.
I just want to walk and just
sit in my
lather, doused, and
good for you.
It'll be good.
In the bear costume.
Just get me. Picture in the bear costume on Grace Bay Beach. That's exactly what we all need. And my final bet, talked about all week long. If the Eagles win, Barkley will be the MVP. If the Chiefs win, Mahomes will be the MVP. I don't necessarily agree with that. And again, I'm taking a little bit of a long shot here with Chris Jones to be the MVP in this game at a really, really ridiculously long price. And I think the way the game goes, like there's so much focus on the offenses. The winner of the game, it's going to be whichever defense I think makes a key play, makes a key stop. But I know Chris Jones might not be a guy who is going to have ridiculous stats. Look, Aaron Donald should have been the MVP a couple of years ago in the Super Bowl when the Rams beat the Bengals. So maybe voters actually wait a little bit longer to hold their votes, or maybe Jones makes a bigger play earlier in the quarter, earlier in the game. Maybe the interior.
Yeah.
What do you think about the interior of the Eagles offensive line? Are they going to be okay with either Dickerson or Jerkins?
2 weeks, yeah. Okay. 2 weeks and Magic Medicine. We'll get them to
Magic Medicine is very
okay. Are we grading? By the way, we have this in the boundary. Are we grading this based off of money earned? Because if Chris Jones, like you could go 1 for 5, but Chris Jones wins the MVP.
It's an ROI contest.
And okay, all right.
It's an ROI contest. That's what it is.
I'm going with the boundaries. It's fine with me. I told you I'm looking forward to the Bears suit.
You got to take a shot.
Yeah, I like it. Don't hurt your shoulder, buddy.
No, my shoulder's good now.
It is till you hit me.
It's good until you hit back.
Yeah, you're lucky I just didn't get a little shove. Okay. Oh no, I have one more. I have even more now. I got more. Sorry, I was going to my parlay. I pulled my parlay. I have one more before then. All right, guys. Duh, right? Chiefs money line. Okay. Clearly,
shocker.
Going for the Chiefs here.
Mr. Favorite.
This is actually one that actually might have. Like I put my phone down for my parlay here. This one actually, slap it on there. This one went in my direction. -112. I tell you what, Bear, $25, highest wager of the day. Look, in the fourth quarter of this game, we're going to be watching this game together, right?
Yes,
I believe
we are.
We're watching together. We're going to be sitting there. The game's going to be close, and I'm going to have Chiefs money line in my pocket. Hopefully, I'm going to take some Will's advice. I'll have some Eagles plus money as well at some point in this game. Maybe Chiefs plus money too. I get Mahomes at the end of this game. I'm going to bet on that. That's why it's my highest wager, $25. Chiefs money line. I just like Mahomes.
Right. Isn't it just that you can just see the scenario right now where and the Eagles lead by 4 with 6:12 to go, and they just work their way down the field. And there's a touchdown to Juju Smith-Schuster.
That would be fantastic.
Anytime touchdown, 5.5 to 1.
But then
might hear about that later today on Fox's pregame show.
There's going to be the holding 23 Eagles defense. We're going to have to hear about for 8 months on social media.
At least you know it's coming.
Oh, it's coming for sure.
Ellie said there was going to be controversy. There's going to be a controversial call.
I will say, go to the Bear Bets page on old IG there. People are not happy that she's talking about whether or not Taylor is pregnant. I love the comments. I just sit there quietly, reading the comments.
Exactly. We don't may not reply back, but we see them.
We need at least to reply to them. Tell them LOL, like crying face emojis, whatever it is. But
that went over well, by the way.
They're into it. I'm not sure one person said good prediction.
It was funny. Rob Stone sent a text to our Big Dune kickoff.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Where on earth did you uncover this woman, Ellie?"
She was good.
And I said, Sully uncovered her from like fire and brimstone in the French Quarter from some.
We're living to 100, baby. Let's go.
I don't know if I want to live to 100.
Yeah, I think I do. It's more because of the kids and like grandkids thing.
True.
Yeah.
True. Maybe,
But
or if I'm sitting in like Greece or Italy, like she said, I might be
you
sipping on wine and picking olives.
You're 1,000% retiring to a different country.
Damn right I am.
Yeah.
Get me out of here.
Yeah. All right. Oh, I got one more. I forgot. I thought you were going. I have a same game parlay. Okay.
Yeah, you're the big spender today.
Well, yes. I'm gonna do same game
Your
parlay.
menu is a little larger.
I know there's a graphic for this. I'm gonna read it anyways. Okay, here we go. You ready, Bear?
This is a lot. Okay.
Barkley anytime touchdown.
Okay. Which is like the most common.
Yeah.
Fine.
Mahomes 225 plus yards passing.
You would think that's.
Goddard over 40 yards receiving.
You would think that's likely. Yes.
Juju Smith-Schuster 2+ receptions. So I just need 2 receptions.
That's gonna be the one that we might have to sweat.
Yeah.
2+ or over 2.
2+. So
okay.
just
two
two
wins.
Two wins. Okay. Justin Reed over 5.5 tackles and assists.
You were talking about that
yes.
the other day.
So that was the one I had to throw in at like decent odds because otherwise these were it's a parlay. So, but I think he has to tackle Barkley for the Chiefs defense to have success today. Right, third level defender, good tackler, part of the game. And I took Harrison Butker 2+ field goals because I think they'll kick field goals. So I just need 2 field goals.
Yeah, it's weird because that's a situation where we talked earlier about how you see the game going one way. Yeah. Your props are correlated to what you think, but that's one where it's kind of a little defensive type prop, a little bit of a hedge type way where you can still see it going. Both things could easily happen, but it's not one of those where it's like everything is correlated with fourth down going for it and no punts.
Correct. So
by the way,
yes.
No, go.
Plus 1,000. It's my
plus 1,000
parlay.
Okay.
Yeah, it's small.
Yeah.
I look. I'll be honest. I know parlays are fun to do.
Mm-hmm.
My hit rate on them feels a little bit less than what social media says.
Correct.
People win parlays. So I went with more of like I can hit this parlay, than more like plus 9,500. I need like Niki Remigio to score a touchdown.
There's a reason these sports books like give you those same game parlay promotions.
Oh, you think?
They're not giving them because they want you to win.
Correct.
By the way, we talked about soccer earlier, and I'm lamenting my soccer bet earlier this morning. Yesterday, if you were able to find that Atleti Real Madrid bet with versus touchdown passes, game ended 1-1, kind of like we thought it did. So if we can get 3 combined touchdown passes in the game today, that bet will be a winner. So hopefully, I could use it to. That's like a deck chair off the Titanic compared to what happened this morning to me. But I'm really, really frazzled right now. But hopefully we can sweep the board. If I happen to go 6-0 here and Chris Jones wins the MVP, we're looking at nearly an $800 profit, and I'm sure that'll mean Geoff will be buying dinner tonight.
Wait, but to be fair, if you hit Chris Jones MVP, you're buying dinner, not me. Like that's silly.
Maybe because I'm such a good guy, maybe I will.
I know we use $10 here, but this is not $10 for Bear guys. Okay,
it's 10%.
It's 10% of his bankroll, so it's more like $100,000 on this wager.
Yeah,
okay?
right.
Okay, so all right. By the way, my same game parlay is $6. Okay, $6 to round out everything else. My return, $244.74 for this. Again, I didn't go as big as Bear. Could still make a lot of money here. I feel good. I got overs and unders. Basically, the game needs to go this way. If it goes the opposite way, I'm out.
And we head to the 4th, tied at 9.
Bear, can I tell you I've been retired now for 8 years. The hardest thing I've ever had to do in sports media. 5 hours of post-game radio after a 13-3 Patriots-Rams Super Bowl.
That game was awful.
What do you do? I mean, I did it obviously, but like that was, and it was like 10 p.m. to 2 a.m.
Yeah,
3 a.m. of a 10-point game.
A lot of guests, I hope.
Not really. I mean, you have the stringer on the field, but that's about it.
Ooh, that's rough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be a hard one to get to because there really weren't a lot of things to really highlight.
I keep seeing people walk by with plates of bacon though. I feel like
Can we follow them?
I feel like
is that our cue to say go away?
I want to end with this, Bear. Has anyone had a better week than Jameis Winston? It's impossible, right?
Yeah, he's loving New Orleans here. So he was out last night and.
Well, I was out too, but I didn't have as much fun as Jameis though.
What big wigs were you hanging with?
Myself and my wife. We're the biggest wigs of all.
Should we go find some eggs and bacon?
I'm up to 6 bowls of gumbo, by the way, in case you were curious, on this trip.
And we set the over at 6.5.
I think I put it 8.5.
Said, well, 8. Yeah, because that's right. Because you were having you were banking on multiple bowls of gumbo.
Well, it's Sunday morning, so lunch, dinner, breakfast.
I was gonna say you need to go clean sweep the rest of the way. Yeah. To go over.
Yeah, or we can have two. I can have two in one sitting though.
That seems likely. Actually, yeah. Later when we're watching the game, you can do a little pregame gumbo, and then a little halftime gumbo,
and
then even a little post-game gumbo if we're still hungry.
After I win the wager, I'll have
after you go 6-0 and you put me in the Bear costume.
Yeah. I'm ready to watch some football. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I am.
Talking about this.
I am exactly.
All week.
Exactly. Paralysis through analysis. Yes. We're hopefully you had some fun. I know we certainly had some fun. It was a good week, down here, and hopefully the game delivers. The last few have. I think this is the 5th or 6th straight game Super Bowl that the spread has been a field goal or less. So and a lot of these games have lived up to the hype and the expectations. So appreciate everybody for spending some time here with us on Twitter and downloading the podcast all year long on Spotify, Apple, the Bear Bets YouTube channel. And we're on our show on FS1, which we love doing now. It's amazing. I've gotten so many people sending me clips from bars and when Rob Stone sent that from a TV.
The text about 2 years ago was from a Morgantown, West Virginia bar. Someone was sending me a picture of us on TV.
Country roads take me home.
I think we're done for the year when you start
to the play. On that note, West Virginia.
In the meeting room before we record on Thursday morning.
We do. I love them all. I used to be able to. One of the skits that I would do, as you know, on my old show, they would come to me for a random fight song or a random stadium in the MAC or whatever. So I'd have to be like, oh yeah, that's Dick Stadium, DIX by the way, not like Dick's Sports. But anyway, I kind of gave a little bit of a Apple, Spotify, YouTube, whatever else. So do it again. We did it already. Thanks to Will all year. Thanks to John Murray all year. Thanks to Sammy P all year. Thanks to our awesome production crew for dealing with getting up at the wee hours of the morning out west because we were in New York. So thanks to them as always. They do an awesome job. For Geoff, I'm Bear. And remember, the less you bet, the more you lose when you win.